Hello, hello Sagittarius. Welcome to your October 2018 overview reading. This is good for you if you're Sun, Moon, or Rising Sagittarius. And go ahead and notice your body. Tune into anything that wants to come up today or that you would like to get some information on. Just set your intention for what you'd like to get out of today's reading, what you want to know about October. And for those of you, if you're not sure what your Sun, Moon, and Rising is, then I'm going to put the website that I really like using for natal charts up in the top right corner if you want to check that out. And I also have some exciting news and some housekeeping stuff, so pay attention until the end for that. And I just want to let you guys know that I do now have a physical mailing address. I have a mailbox. I'm super excited about it because now I get to connect with you guys through regular mail, and I just thought that it would be a lot of fun to have that option with you guys. Okay, so let's get into it. First thing for Sagittarius, we have Enchanted. So this is you looking, it's kind of like when I see this, there's a really significant need for you to kind of find the magic wherever you can, right? It's not something that just appears necessarily. Sometimes we kind of have to seek it out for ourselves. And I think that's something that you can really benefit from doing this month. So just keep your eyes peeled for all of the little synchronicities and all of the magic that you have around. And then we also have Strength. Inner strength is the power within that pushes action into all areas of life. Okay, and that is, I think these are kind of playing with each other. It's like, you know, if you look for it, that might help you to find your internal strength. That might give you quite a bit of support this month. It just looks like if you can kind of extract more than what's sitting on the surface, it might actually help you. Sometimes that can like really throw a wrench into things. I've seen that happen, but for you, I would actually like advise that you do that. And then we also have Spider. So it looks like you're weaving things together, you're getting things moving. And I think that you're going to find that at the end of this cycle, at the end of this project, whatever you have going, you're kind of going to be amazed with yourself. There's a little bit of like grit that's taking place in October, like maybe you're not quite sure how things are going to pan out or if everything's going to come together. I think you might be impressed or surprised by the end of it. And the word of the month is birth. Find your sacred creative womb space, whether it's time, tools, or literal space. Seek the appropriate midwife and trust the process. All will be revealed in due time. That has to do with the spider. Okay, so let's get into the base reading. We're going to start with the central energy for you this month is the Eight of Wands. Movement, movement, movement. I think this is going to be a highly productive month for you if you let it. If you want to kind of harness this for yourself, I think you can use some of this like motor energy to get things done. Same thing, what it said on the Strength card. It's the power within that pushes action into all areas of life. And that's what the Eight of Rods or Eight of Wands is all about. And so, I think using this to your advantage is wise. It's just like if you get a hit of inspiration, if there's something you want to do, if there's something you want to make happen, strike while the iron is hot. Like that is absolutely something worth mentioning. Do not wait to, or you don't have to necessarily cultivate motivation. It's more of like working with your body. Like in the moments when you feel a hit of energy, do it. So that's what this is really beginning to look like. What you need to know about October is the Fool. And so I would say kind of be be a little bit cautious. I don't know if you can see that well, but there's like a bear that's hanging out, and that was what jumped out at me in this card for you. And so it's kind of like, it's not a good time to throw caution to the wind or be totally reckless, but I think it is a good time to like take action on what you've already been working on, what you've already been planning to do, something that you may have been uncertain about, or, you know, thinking that you wouldn't be able to do something. I think that this is really showing that you can get a lot done. It's just about starting what you've already kind of been planning in the back of your mind. And then advice for you is the Lovers. So again, this is pointing back to the Birth card about finding the appropriate midwife. So this isn't going to show up as partnership for everybody. For some of you it will. For some of you it's going to be partnership that's coming up to support you. And for others, it's going to be like a business partnership. It's going to be some other type of partnership that isn't necessarily romantic. So I think that this is definitely about finding co-creators to achieve your goals. And I know, see, I feel like a lot of Sagittarians really do well independently, like working independently, and you know, because you guys are all about freedom and like being boundless. And so this might actually be a totally new experience for you. But I think if you're the one doing the selecting, it's going to make it a lot easier. You just need to find the right type of person, the right type of supporter, the right type of partnership in any way, collaboration. And then what you're experiencing in the external world, we have the Eight of Pentacles, getting to work. This is absolutely about you putting in the elbow grease. You're hustling this month. This is going to be like what I would call a push month for you in terms of getting things done. Like for some people, you know, the push month is January, or sometimes the push month is August when things are slow. For you, this is going to be the push month of 2018. I can already tell you that. So go, 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 hustle, 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 get things done. Use your energy to your advantage. That is the best thing that you can do. It might, you know, require that you find collaborators and everything, but other than that, I would say take action. Like this is going to be such a productive month if you harness this. And then what's healing for you, the Three of Pentacles. I think it really is about like you feeling like you're back in the driver's seat. There's something about healing your efforts, like the way that you apply yourself, the way that you work, the way that you make things happen and kind of cultivate your dreams and bring them into reality, because that's what this is for. The Three of Pentacles is like, I'm building something, I'm constructing something, I'm making something happen. And this is all coming from your big dreams, your big ideas, your big thoughts. And then I think you're getting some healing out of being able to see your work come to life and being able to see like a tangible result to your efforts. And that's really, really therapeutic for you. So this just looks really good. And then what you have shifting out is the Four of Pentacles. So this is like you being ultra conservative, maybe even stingy with your energy, or feeling like, no, I don't even want to waste my time on that. It's not worth the effort. And what I'm saying is it's not. It's not. It's like you want to pursue. I think you're kind of finally moving out of that, well, it's probably not going to work, so I just shouldn't do anything at all. That's what this is saying to me big time. That's moving out, and you're actually, this is the right time to take action. It's the right time to make an effort. You can, again, I like to remind people, You can stay here. You can stay at a standstill. You don't have to make any changes. Like, that's something that you always have autonomy and free will over. And so remember that you really are in control here. You are the master of your reality. It's not something that anyone else is going to do for you. It's like you're the one who's constructing all of this. So take that as a way to get your empowerment together and crush your goals. Get to where you're going. Now, the oncoming energy for you is Justice. I'm going to clarify this one, because this Justice card is very different from other cards in other decks. So Two of Coins. I think that, you know, there's probably some decision making that you're doing along the way here. It might even be what to get rid of, like what to cut out, because this is like a separation card. It's actually like cutting the tie. And so for you, I think that you're going to kind of have a realization as to what's holding you back. This could be a person, it could be a job, it could be something else in your space that just really is not working. I'm going to pull another clarifier. Judgment. So it's kind of like when you have your eyes set on something, when you have a goal, when you have this thing that you want to pursue, that's it. Like, that's the only thing that you need to keep in mind at that point. If you're serious about it, it's kind of like, what I mean by that is you want to become tunnel vision. Focus, 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 focus on that thing that you want. It doesn't matter if it's a different job. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, a new place to live or just more money. It's kind of like you want to actually set your sights on what it is that you want, make a decision, and cut out what doesn't work. Anything that's holding you back, that's preventing you from achieving what you want, it's got to go. Like, it just, otherwise you're going to be stuck in a cycle. So unless you can kind of transform what's happening there, if you feel yourself kind of holding yourself back, then you're going to want to really clean up your space. And I think that once you apply your effort, once you see where your energy is going and how everything is playing out, that's going to become painfully clear that you cannot waste time on things that are draining or distracting you. Okay, but it's kind of like all of the stuff that's cluttering you is related to the Four of Pentacles. And it might even be like a group of friends, a crappy group of friends that's like unmotivated. You know, think about that. That would really hold you back. Okay, now we're going to go into the timeline. So first, second, third, and fourth quarter. If you're new to my channel, I go in a counterclockwise way. And so this will be like the first week-ish of October. Slimy, cleaning out all of the gunk, getting rid of anything that's kind of in your space. And this is really where you start to clean up your energy. I think that there's very much a spring cleaning energy about the start of Libra season for you. The start of Libra season is kind of where you're going to be doing some evaluating for yourself. And it's because it's interesting, you can see that there's like this woman looking out at everything going on. And so you're kind of in observation mode at the beginning of the month where you're like, I'm going to take inventory. I'm going to see if this is working or if this isn't working, and then go from there. So this looks like a good energy for you to work with, especially at the beginning of the month. Second quarter, we have Death of the Deceitful. This is probably one of my favorite cards that I've seen in this deck. Although I haven't pulled them all yet. So Death of the Deceitful is like all of the negative self-talk, all of the things that hold you back mentally, right? What are the lies that you're telling yourself about you can't do something. I love that quote. It says, no matter whether you think you can or can't do something, you're right. And that's what this is clearing out for you. You might even realize that some of your thought processes are faulty, like literally flawed, that you need to clean up so that you can actually get to where you want to go, so that you can construct this thing, so you can find the right partnerships, the right collaborators, and that you can get to work and make your dreams a reality. And so that's kind of why Death of the Deceitful is so powerful for you in that second quarter. It's like, oh, right, I can do it. All of that stuff that I was telling myself about, you know, either needing things to be perfect or needing to be a different person is actually a garbage thought. So you can kind of rest easy knowing that you have this really potent energy of being able to clean all of that up for yourself. In the third quarter, we have your light. This is where you start to get back to your focus, back to the things that make you feel like you, back to the things that make you feel like yourself, that make you feel empowered, that make you feel whole and healthy. And like your vitality and your vibrance is really coming up in that third quarter to meet you. And I think that the only way you can get here, I want to be really explicit about this, is if you are doing the work. Like if you're not even willing to make an attempt in October at all, even if it feels scary, because the Fool is kind of, it can be a really anxiety-producing card, because no matter what, it kind of feels like you're jumping off a cliff, which I recognize. And so it's kind of like you have to take the first uncomfortable step. You have to make that happen. You have to kind of branch outside of your comfort zone in order to get here, in order to recognize your own light. Okay, and then quarter four, we have the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. And in part, this has to do with your belief system. It kind of has to do with your, or a collaborator. Remember, maybe you're venturing outside of your typical group or your typical whatever, and you kind of stumble upon the right people. Again, I told you at the beginning of the video, and this is confirming that, keep your eyes peeled for the serendipities. Keep your eyes peeled for all of the coincidences. Keep your eyes peeled for all of the little things that are like, wow, I can't believe that happened. It's kind of like every time you get one of those, it's a little nudge from the universe, God, divine source, whatever you like to work with. And so I think that really expanding is good for you this month. It's just going to be really, really, it's going to yield more results than you're anticipating. All right, now we're doing a 3-card pick as usual. You're welcome to pick a card before or after I flip them over. It is totally up to you. Ask a question, set an intention, ask for guidance, whatever it is that you're desiring. Card number 1, strength. So personal power, autonomy, feeling aligned with yourself. We have strength popping up twice. So remember, it's kind of like this is saying you can do it. You can make it happen. You can absolutely get there, even if you're confronting some self-doubt. I don't know a single person who hasn't experienced self-doubt. Like that's something that's a very natural part of being a human. And so even if you experience that, there's still so much that you can get out of this situation, and that you can go a lot farther than you're anticipating. People grossly underestimate what they can accomplish in a month. Now, card number 2, we have the Chariot. So this is like, again, workhorse is what's coming up. Like just hustle, 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 get things done, even if it feels chaotic or out of control, or you're not quite sure what it is that you're doing, or if you're certain it's going to work out, you want to apply the effort anyway. Card number 3, we have the 8 of Swords. So this is about your perception when it comes to what's actually holding you back. If you feel like you're restrained or being held back, remember that you can find a creative solution and find a creative way to break out of that. You're not stuck in any one place. And so if you're feeling that way, it's one of those things that is temporary, and it doesn't have to be your only reality. So it's like you just want to find a creative way to shift out of that, and it's going to make a big difference. Okay, so that is all in terms of the reading. Don't forget, if you would like, I have my address for the mailing address in the description box if you would like to send me something. I'm not sure if I can do pen pal stuff right now. It just depends how busy it's going to be, but I thought it would be a really nice way to open things up. If you want me to review a tarot deck, you're welcome to send it to me. I had a few requests for that, so that's why I'm bringing it up. I know that I've been having people asking me to do that, so you're welcome to if you'd like. And I am going to be going on vacation. I will be on vacation from October 5th to the 17th. And so if you want to email me during that time, you can. My autoresponder will be on with all of the information that you could need and everything like that. I'll be back to answering emails and doing readings as of the 18th, sorry. And so, you know, if you want to work with me, it's probably a better time to get that done now, because when I get back in October, we're heading into my busy season. The holidays are the busiest. And so that is what's going on there. I also want to let you know that I am going to be adjusting my prices for tarot spreads. So specifically for the email voice recording tarot readings, they're just going to be going up by $5. So it's nothing crazy, but they're going to be going up on November 1st. So if you want to take advantage of like getting a covering all your bases reading in October, or even September, if you're watching this in September, you're welcome to take advantage of my current prices if you'd like. That is just something that you're going to have to submit. I will put a little option on my website that says 2019 reading. So just select that and I'll do it for 2019. So I'm starting to take submissions for those. If you are interested, if you want to kind of get on the ball with that, you're welcome to. Okay, so that is all that I have for you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Sagittarius. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you're interested for more content. And I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.